Hi guys, Parisha here. Welcome to my channel. I have a double Z fold pop-up card for you today, which folds as a side fold. This one is slightly different to what I'm going to do today, but this is a little bulky, so you need a belly band to keep it together. But I'm not too sure if what I'm going to do today will need a belly band or not. So let's see how it works. So it opens like this, then like that, and you've got your pop-up on, supposed to be on both sides. So I put acetate for this one. I don't think I'll be using acetate for the one that I'm going to do today, because it just makes it bulky and it doesn't look very good. So let's get started. Let me get my scope board out. Okay. So for your card blank, you need two pieces. I have a piece of 6 by 12, and you are going to score at 6, 3, and 11.5. So that's card blank of 6 by 12, scoring at 3, 6, and 11.5. And another piece of 6 by 11.5, and you're going to score at 3 and 6. So you're going to burnish this first a valley, then mountain, and the first one that we scored, again same thing, first a belly, and then a mountain, and that half score line there, you're going to do another belly. Just burnish them real well. So what this is going to do is you're going to flip one, and you're going to paste the end of it at the other end. So I can see here, I'm going to have to cut this a little bit. Yeah, it's not nice and flush, so once I've pasted it, I'll give it a little trim. But yeah, so before you paste it, or before you start pasting everything, just make sure that it's all nice and flush. We'll come back to that later. So now you're gonna need some mats and layers. So on this one, I've just got one mat and one layer. But for what I'm doing now, I'm going to have one mat and 2 layers. So you're going to need a piece of 4 3/4 by 5 3/4, 2 pieces of 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then I've embossed these with my brick embossing folder and these are again 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and there are 4 pieces of that. So those were my mats. And my layers, got a piece of 4.5 by 5.5, and 2 pieces of 2.5 by 5.5, because I'm only going to put layers on the sides. I'm not going to do the middle. Sorry, not the middle, I mean only going to do layers for these, but these will only have bricks and flower pop-ups. I'm gonna do layers for this as well. And then you've got another set of layers, so 2 pieces of 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this will be your message card. And this is the front of the card, which is 5 3/4 by 5 1/4, 5 3/4 by 5 1/4. I'm not too sure how I'm going to decorate it, so I've just got these pieces, and I was gonna put this over here like that. So I'm just gonna paste this first and then step that off. I need to get rid of the scoreboard first. Okay. Now let's paste our mats and layers. So as for our mats and layers, it's going to go on top there, and this will go on top like that. Okay, we're just going to leave that to dry for a little bit. Meanwhile, we'll prepare for the message card to go in. So I'm going to bring back the scoreboard. And you're going to need to score each of them in the middle. And that one is 4 1/4, so 2 1/8. So we need to fold and burnish this as well. It's going to go on like that. So I'm going to paste them one by one just to make sure we're getting them all nice and flush. Because I do find it a little tricky when I'm pasting them like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so because of all the heavy weight pasted here, this has become a little wobbly. So what I'm going to do is put a piece at the back over here, and this one is 5 1/4 by 5 3/4, like that. I think our card is ready. And now we put in all the flowers on. Just gonna get rid of this and bring the scoreboard in again. So for the top pop-up piece, you need a piece of 2 by 4, and along the 2-inch side you're going to score it every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/2 for both of them. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2. And I'm going to fold them all mountain folds. Okay, so that your pop-up piece, you're going to fold it in half and put glue on each inch, this side and this side. And then you're going to press it nice and flush here. Close it. Same thing with the other one. Okay, that one's dry. So I'm gonna go and paste all the flowers now. So let me just play around and I'll come back once I'm done with the flowers. Okay, that took a while, but I've managed to do that. All the flowers have been pasted in. Oh, it's catching in there. Just to make sure I don't think that works. There you go. Yep, that looks good. Now for the front. If I close this. Okay, so it looks like we are going to need a belly band because it's quite bulky because of all that the bulk in there. So as for this, I think I'm just gonna paste it here. Alright then, all done. Finally. So I made the belly band and stamped the happy birthday, and you slide it down. Just plain simple because all the magic happens inside. You open it, then you open that, and you've got all your flowers in there. I've added those silver die cuts as well. It just makes it look a little nicer. I'm not going to stamp anything in here, I'm just going to leave it blank. Maybe closer to time I might stamp something or just handwrite. But that looks very, very good. I like this one a lot better than this one. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my video, and do subscribe to me if you would like to see more of my designs, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.